again.
There's a strange wanderer near Wolfenhill.
Alright, anyways. So for this stream, I'm gonna get rid of this adventure rank 45. I'm getting way too many experience already. So now, I really don't care if my character levels are low, then I recommend it. I just want to get it over with like I did with the other two. So, let's get it done. No, I don't want to go to Wish. I don't want to go to Wish. I want to go to the Battle Pass. It didn't say anything about the thing? Okay. Alright. A quick setup right here. I'm gonna have you here. I'm gonna have you here. I'm gonna have you here. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna switch to you anyhow because my down D-pad is broken. I can't use it anymore. So let's see what happens.
Sooner we're done, the better.
Yep, what she said. Alright, let's get started. Alright, same method, same same thing like the last two, but the only difference is I might have to deal with this. I could just launch them off the edge, just like that. So worry about that. Wait, where am I going? The reason why I chose Amber is because her Baron Bunny can set her up as a decoy. Well, for a short duration of it. And plus, I gotta keep the Ruin Guard at bay. Oh, are you serious? And then the big guy keeps charging at me with his shield. Alright, whatever, get out of here.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
You can't be serious, man.
I'll race you there. Let it rain. Lights out.
Wind blade.
Seriously, though. Can I please aim at the eye? There we go, finally.
Go, go.
punch me.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Can I please aim at the eye?
Parent buddy. Bet you can't keep up with me.
I'm gonna have to get him out of the way.
Wind blade.
Why backing up? Get out of here. Alright, finally got him down. How am I keep missing my bow shots? Much better, thank you.
Judgment. You can't run.
No worries, it will be over soon. Even though this is pretty irritating. My shot didn't register? Oh, what the hell? What the heck was that? No, I'm not ready to leave the domain just yet, alright? I have a couple of foods on deck, so I'm not gonna worry about that. You're just walking around doing nothing. I'll just push him off the cliff, how about that? Now you're getting on my nerves. Bye. Oh, you're trying to teleport where I'm at? I don't think so. Wow, dude. Wow, you can't be serious. No problem. No problem. Now get down by your stony lonesome. Alright, checkpoint. Ah, jeez.
Get him.
Yeah, pay attention to him, not me.
Wind blade.
Go, Baron Bunny.
Oh, I gotta get rid of these knickknacks first. You're going the wrong way. The enemy is that way.
You can't run.
They just keep shooting at me with their bows and arrows. And you keep charging at me with your shield. There. Now you got somebody to play with.
Wind blade.
Why don't you two be together so I can shoot you both? Okay, now it's just you and me. Even though you replenish your health, I really don't care.
Go, Barret Bunny! No one is...
What are you, a rhino or something? Whoa! You wouldn't dare hit a lady, would you? Alright, get out of here. Finally. Progress. How many waves do I have to deal with in this one? I can't beat all 9 of them in 8 minutes! Are you out of your mind?
With the wind!
Judgment! Punishment! Yeah. Kick! Get him! Yeah!
Oh, great. What am I supposed to do here? How am I keep hearing this alarm? Hold on. Alright, where was I? I should probably use one of these.
Go, Barret Bunny! You can't run!
Seriously, how can they deplete my health like that?
Let it rain!
Wind blade!
Can't run from death.
Alright, finally got rid of that one. Now it's just 2 more. This should go pretty well, who knows?
Get him!
Finally got that done. Thank you very much.
told you I'd win.
Alright, checkpoint number 3. I see 2 gate guards over there. What, seriously?
I'll race you there.
That method didn't work? Really? 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 How did that not work? Oh,
Not so hard.
I did not make any contact with water. What the heck? You deserve to be frozen. Ah, 2 abyss mages. Just my luck. I did not make any contact with water!
You can't run. Shiver. No one escapes my sight.
Wind blade.
Off with you! Off with both of you!
Get him.
I don't think so. You're not doing that. Alright, that's done. Now for you.
Go, go, Baron Bunny.
Alright, that's done too. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. This stupid cube. This stupid little cube from Fortnite.
Yeah.
You didn't give me a chance to attack you! What the heck?
You can't run.
Oh, there's no way I can beat you in under 8 minutes. And now I'm gonna do this. Let's go.
Lights out. Go, go, Baron
I
Bunny.
still need to ascend. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, this is a very tragic one, indeed.
Shoot at her feet.
Wait, I actually don't have any
Her Baron to
constellations of Amber
explode
yet.
faster.
I'll race you there.
Well, my Amber is at C0, so I don't think I can do that. Hold on. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess I can.
Not so hard.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah,
I hate this part. Right here.
yeah.
I might have to go through the same thing 2 more times.
I'll race you there.
Until World 8. World level 8. Wow, really? Big damage! Big damage!
Wind blade.
Alright, I got it, come on. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Now let's finish this.
Bet you can't keep
1,
up with me.
2, 3. Yes, let's go! Let's go! Finally! 49?
Yes. OMG.
Yes, OMG indeed.
Finally. Woo. Yes. Holy shit.
Yep. I guess it does work with a bow user after all. So thanks to Amber, I actually got it.
Vigif 7QCG. Yes. Let's go.
Yep. I don't have to worry about ascending my
Laughing
adventure
that
rank for a
hype
couple more
felt
days.
so real. GG. Yeah.
GG's. World level increase number 2. Wait, can I decrease it again? 2, 5. Oh. World level 6. No, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping my standard. I'm not gonna handle that much. So I pretty much, I unlocked this region, so I might as well have to finish this one.
Ooh, our conquest.
Yep. I didn't get a chance to finish Act 1, so I forgot where to go from here. 3 wishes. I gotta deliver the letter. Oh wait, let me talk to Catherine. Okay, hello there, adventurer. Have your recent adventures been going smoothly? Well, I guess so. I would expect no less of you. Keep that up, and I'm sure you'll be a most excellent adventurer. Speaking of which, the guild is currently looking for adventurers to explore Seirai Island. Would you be interested? Say what? Yes, it is an island to the south of Narukami Island, with some parts of the island being subject to constant wild storms that have impeded the guild's exploration work thus far. While we have sent two adventurers, Miss Eiko and Mr. Taisuke, to remain on Serai Island and investigate a way to calm the storm, I'm afraid they haven't come up with any leads thus far. If you're interested, go to Serai Island and have a look. It has also been said that the island is full of buried treasure. Oh, I'm keeping all that treasure. That said, please be careful while you explore over there. Of course I will. After all, we have yet to determine the cause of those storms. Well, the only cause of it is... The only thing I know is the Electro-Archon that's been causing that. Oh, that could be for later. I'm not going all the way over there.
Vision hunt decree? What could be next?
Give me half the cheese.
Oh, I can't climb like this. I'm almost out of stamina. Are you serious? Seriously? So much for a shortcut. I guess I'll just have to go where the path is guiding me for. Oh, let me get that waypoint. What a headache. Hi there, is there anything you want? It's about Kamaji. Are you talking about Master Kamaji? What do you want from him? This letter here. You said this letter is from Miss Hiragi Chisato? If this letter is really from that person, I think you should talk to Master Kamaji directly. He's been taking walks near the bridge recently. I mean, taking walks. Why is he over there then? You're that traveler from abroad. What can I do for you? This letter, that Miss Hiragi really asked you to deliver this letter to me? This handwriting, it really is her. Thank goodness. Thank you for making this trip, traveler. As for the travel permit, as it's Miss Hagiri's personal request, I will naturally see it through. However, I'll need some time to prepare. How about this? Can you wait for me at the Kinimami restaurant? Why? Well, I want a small favor from you. Recently, I was also thinking of sending something to Miss Hiragi. I wrote a letter and also requested Miss Kiminami to make some treats for me. I was planning to send them together to Miss Hiragi as a present. But if my father finds out about my plans, he might be upset. Just as I was pondering what to do, you should... Is he actually strict? He naturally has to be strict. I do understand why he's unwilling for me to communicate with Miss Harigi. After all, I am a member of the Kujo clan and one of the enforcers of the Tenro Commission. Miss Hiragi is the young lady of the Kanju Commission's Hiragi clan. If I were to get too close to her, it would be inevitable that someone might try to take advantage of our situation. Even though it is only a present, in some people's eyes, it's a lot more than that. Let's not talk about these trivial matters. Traveler, please wait at the Kimimami restaurant for me. After I approve the travel permit, I'll bring it to you. Whatever, man. Are these snacks even good? I'll try them out, if you let me. Alright, what kind of snacks y'all got? Alright, let me skip this. Already prepared the treats that Master Kamaji ordered. I'll bring them to you now. But I'm curious about who Master Kamaji will give these treats to. He should give it to me. It's nothing more than just a public relations gesture, Miss Kiminami. A while back, Mr. Hiraki Shinsuke presented my father with a batch of fine tea. My father knows that Mr. Hiraki's beloved daughter, Chisato, likes treats, so he told me to prepare some as a gift in return. I was worried that the delivery might take too long, and there also might be unavoidable bumps during the journey, so I specifically asked for this traveler to deliver them. Asked Kiminami, can I have a look at the treats, please? I want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Sure, here are the treats. Please take a look. Everything is there? Thank you, Miss Kiminami. Let us move out of the way, traveler. I have a few more things to say to you. Oh my gosh, what? Is it another story? This is a travel permit. Please take it. With this travel permit, you can freely enter and leave Rito. Thank you very much. It's fine. This permit will make your delivery a lot smoother. Also, here's the letter. Is this the letter you've written yourself? Yes. I tried to write this letter in a tactful manner. I hope Miss Hiragi won't be offended by it. Please deliver this letter and the treats to Miss Hiragi. Do we have to go back again? But no. You have the travel permit. You should have a lot more freedom than before. I'll leave it to you, traveler. I also need to go back and deal with official matters. Whatever will I be able to go there myself? Alright, so you take care of yourself. Okay, so there's my travel permit. And now I should go all the way back over there. Wait. Oh, yeah. This girl who I assume... So he thought... So, traveler, you returned. I guess you delivered my letter to Kamaji? Did you manage to get the travel permit as well? Yes, I did. You don't have to thank me. You should be thanking Kamaji instead. What's this? Treats and a handwritten letter from Kamaji? Was it his request? These tricolor dango? He repaired them for me? Thank you, traveler. I'll make sure to savor these treats. As for this letter, I'll read it with great care. Thank you for the hard work. Please accept these items as thanks for your help. Who knows? I might need your help again in the future as well. But not as a lover, right? Not as a lover? I did see his disappointment face in him. As you said, deliver this letter to someone. Yes, I do remember that. And I have to say, that expression was priceless. How am I supposed to go over there?
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Excuse me?
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
Let him handle this.
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. Welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like it.
Wait, I can actually get inside this tea house?
It's been quite some time since I've seen anyone show up with a new invitation letter. I wish you two luck.
I don't need luck. Okay, right in the cutscene.
Now that we're here, where's Toma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
Who is that dog?
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form?
This kind of reminds me from that dog Pakun from Naruto. When did you turn into a human-looking guy?
Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
It still doesn't really add up.
Alright. I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister!
Oh god, not again.
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies.
So what is this so-called test?
Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same, but when the lightning struck...
What does he mean by that? Is it Kazuha's friend or something?
Ah, so you've heard of his story.
I forgot what he just told me from that Chapter 2 prologue.
His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
The statue? Are you talking about this? Is that the statue you're talking about, or is it the other statue? It does not take that long to load in. Come on now. This has got to be the longest run that I have to do. Hey, I want to dress up. Where can I get one of these? So you don't sell? I want to get one. Come on. Oh, that statue.
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt Decree are put into the statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt Decree.
Why would they issue that?
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt Decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, oh, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Huh? Hey,
the
are
heck?
you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
Am I seeing something, or... That actually... It kind of looks like Death Note.
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
And then you can hear people's voices.
Aspirations?
Sort of.
That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined.
So they symbolize ambition.
All right, Time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
That almost looked like the opening of Death Note, just by looking at that. I gotta get this checkpoint right here. I am not sure where that oculi is or how am I going to get it, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Oh wait, I see one. Wait, it can't be down there. Oh, it's right there! Right in front of me. Let's see if I can get it. Yes, I got it! I grappled onto something. Oh, about time you showed up. Oh, wow. I pressed the wrong button. I don't know why I did that. What the heck was that? No, I'm not gonna go over here. I'm trying to go over there. Alright, there we go. Now let's continue with the story. I need a claymore user.
Let's go.
Ooh, challenge. I think I might do this. Oh great, how can I go over there? I got nothing to reach. Oh, right here. It's right here. I'll just wait till the time is up and then I'll go again. Come on, reach! Alright, there we go.
Better than nothing.
Hey, it looks pretty nice here. Oh, I can actually go inside. Good thing the guards didn't say anything.
kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
Well, it's hard to top off one of these places, actually.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
Someone tries to join at the wrong time. I'm just here to meet Raiden Shogun. Raiden Shogun, I mean.
Oh,
I'm not starting a freaking rebellion.
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
Yep, I think I'm gonna head home.
no, please, wait! Please, don't go!
What?
I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here.
This is a tall order, I guess.
Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
A princess behind the curtain. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. So it's just you.
Miss Kamisato's left, it seems. No cutting corners now, okay?
Whatever you say. I'm gonna see how far this is. Will you load, please? Okay. Alright, who are you guys?
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Well, you got the samurai, you got the swords person, and you even got the warrior.
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden? After all these years.
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
And how should I know?
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay.
What do you mean?
Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
Well, you gotta keep loyal to your village, so you have to stay.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here.
Alright, now let's tell him what happened.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay.
Well, everyone depends on you.
True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions, because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
It comes naturally. You have to give it time.
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
this is gonna be a long quest.
This looks like Teijima's diary, alright. Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life.
Unlock the diary of the wimpy kids.
Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
Shrine is right here. This is the shrine.
So this is the Omamori Teijima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
It just might. Okay, so it's this way. A little further to the right. Oh, right here.
Here we are! This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again?
It's where we're at right now.
Huh. So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh?
That's pretty sad.
Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
I can't be getting these notifications now. Okay, that's much better. Alright, let me talk to this man. Oh, you're right here.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared.
Wow.
No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream.
So you still plan on leaving? Still?
I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad.
Yeah, me too.
Seems it's just like Ayaka and Tomo were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we?
Yeah.
Well, let's go find the next person. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Wait, let me talk to him first. Oh, no voice? Alright, whatever. Okay, so he's a warrior then. Okay, so now we're gonna deal with a samurai. Oh, there's a world crest over there. I can do that later. What is with these people?
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Emergency provisions? You should talk to Paimon about that.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
Who?
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man.
but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
He has ears, you know. But let me talk to you guys first.
A person without a conscience is a person without honor.
Facts. That's exactly what people need nowadays.
The emergency provisions. What will we do without them?
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to.
Wait, so we heard that your vision got taken away.
And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. He seems to be telling the truth. But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
I'm still puzzled.
I never thought that one day I'd be relying on treasure hoarders to prove my innocence.
Well, this wouldn't be the first time. Oh, there you guys are. How you doing?
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods, we really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
You demand, boss.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Okay, that
another test subject.
That level seems sufficient enough.
You're careless.
Judgment.
Get in the water, dude. Get in the water, bro.
I got careless.
Then get in the water, bro. Oh, great, I'm stuck.
there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
You could just shove it up your butthole.
Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
There's nothing inside, right?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
What did I tell you? I completely called it.
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course. So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Sheesh. Nothing but IOUs. That's just crazy.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
It's these documents.
Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
Wow.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice.
Y'all keep joining at the wrong time again. But I'm not gonna worry about it.
If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself?
I don't think he remembers anything.
I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father. Precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything!
Exactly. We just came here to ask you something.
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree?
Well, you do have a point.
Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
Alright, you got yourself a deal.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again, and see if he can remember anything.
Alright, let's go talk to him.
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
They went home.
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
Well... yeah, what you
Just
said.
about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand.
Maybe forgery, perhaps.
But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so.
May I take a look at that sword of yours?
This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize
Virtue and justice. That's about it.
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use of virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Hey.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. And then he fell off that sword.
It's no trifling matter.
Yeah. Seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have it. The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you?
I'm a traveler from afar.
I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately!
Hey, come now.
Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
Well, I'll draw mines too, if you want.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
We're here to become disciples.
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
Well, I'm not going back. Alright?
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think... that he's being possessed. I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
I guess I don't mind the wait. But can I talk to you guys?
Sensei will be fine. I'm sure of it. He's a strong person.
I just hope Sensei doesn't have to endure this much longer.
I'm not gonna wait this long. I'm gonna complete this now. Okay, so 5 p.m., huh? No, this is 7 p.m.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some up. He is sure to be thirsty.
What the heck is he looking at?
Huh?
You saw that too, huh?
Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism?
Could be.
We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
Alright, here's one trace.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
Alright, the second trace is up here.
Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
The last trace is right here.
Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister!
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up.
Wait, so you're Aizu?
I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
Oh, so it is you.
His senior? Wait, That means you must be...
Anzai? Yes, that's me.
Why did you run away then?
Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. That coveting the title of the best swordmaster, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back.
Hold on, what's up with my Wi-Fi? Hold on.